welcome. Today we're in the heart of Soho and we're going to a coffee shop which is well and truly hidden away. In fact, it's so hidden away that the van's gone past and it disappeared completely out of sight. No, it's down this alleyway here, which takes you through to Smith's Court. Not heard of that either? It's just in the Soho area, just off Brewer Street. So the lovely thing about this is, if you know, you know, and if you don't, well, you obviously haven't been watching this video, but it's well worth coming here. And here is the coffee shop in mind. It's Hideaway Coffee. In a second, we'll go in and we'll have a good taste of the coffee. But before we do, let's have a look at what's around and just look at the amount of seating there's outside, which is great for a summer's day or a lovely spring morning. But when it's wet and horrible out there, yeah, not quite so. Here's the coffee. Yes, it's a black Americano. And all your favourite coffee types are available here. After a morning's hard work filming, I thought I'd better go for a flapjack, get that energy back, whilst we have a good look out of the window and just look at the flowers on display here. Well, just ignore the scaffolding. Here it's always busy. You'll see as we pan around in just a couple of seconds how small it actually is and why so many people are therefore sitting outside. And because we're in Soho, it's the media area of London. So you can get all different people coming down here to talk about their various media projects. We can't but hope it over here because, yep, as you can see, it is just this one room. So, hello, I hope you're all well. I'm in one of my favourite coffee shops today called Hideaway Coffee. And it is what it says on the tin actually. It is really well hidden away. I've shown you a bit of a loop of how you get here, but you've got to be able to find the alleyways to find it. And what's quite incredible about this place is Piccadilly Circus is no more than a 30-second walk away, alright? So this is my gift to you. It's called Hideaway Coffee. And funny enough, it's just off Brewer Street, which also is quite appropriate considering that we come to review the coffee shop here. If you come here, don't come en masse and expect to get a seat in here. As you've seen from the pan round already, it's very small. But actually, I don't come here for the ambience, I don't come here for the seating, I come here for the coffee, which is absolutely gorgeous. They've also got lots of seats outside in the courtyard, so you can sit out there and have your coffee, which is really good. And as far as food is concerned, it's things like croissants, snacks. Just had a beautiful flapjack, which I've now washed down with lots and lots of water, which is really good. So cleanse the palate ready, which is gorgeous. And I've also, because I love the coffee so much, I've just bought a pack of coffee from here. And here's a tip for you. If you buy a pack of coffee from them when you're here, your coffee is free on them. And I had no idea. I was actually coming in to buy coffee and have a drink of coffee anyway. So I've gone for the Brazilian grade for our French press at home, which I love because the taste is just so strong. So, shall we go for a coffee taste? Why not? So, we're inside. I'm sitting at the window ledge, which is good. Because I'm having it in, I've got it in a cup, which is good. And let's have a sniff first of all and see what the aroma is like for the coffee. Right, so the aroma, taking it out, let's go again. Yeah, do you know what that reminds me of? The aroma. So if you have a really nice biscuit, if you have a really nice cheesecake with a really lovely biscuit base on it, which is made of digestives, which sort of all crushed together, and then you put some butter in it to sort of mould it, and it sort of goes in the fridge, and you've got a nice hardened biscuit base. It reminds me of that. So it's like a cheesecake base, sort of digestive. It's got sort of a very sweet smell to it, which is gorgeous. Yeah, really getting that. It's actually maybe we'll have a bit of cheesecake after, but anyway, that's a different story. So that's the aroma. Next, let's go and we'll have a look at the acidity. So let's try that, and we'll also then go for the sweetness as well. So let's go for the taste. I haven't tasted this yet, so this is first taste on camera. Oh, by the way, cups, because I'm drinking inside, cups are sort of a composite plastic, so they're nice and light. Right, that doesn't have any sweetness at all. Can't taste any sweetness on it. Get a little bit of acidity around the edge of the tongue. Get very, very slight acidity, but no sweetness to it at all. which I'm quite surprised about. I thought there might be something there, especially after smelling the digestives from a cheesecake. So I'm quite surprised about it. I'm just going to try it again. No sweetness in that at all. Okay. Yeah, just a very slight acidity, and then it sort of disappears very, very quickly. Let's talk about the body of it. Now, I don't know if it's because I was talking about my favourites, which are the really, really strong ones, and therefore anything else seems a bit weak in comparison. But the body it's quite watery. It doesn't have a real strength in it at all. Now, don't get me wrong, it's lovely, but it's a very, very mild coffee. So, as far as the body is concerned, one of those where you try just to what you can detect, which is great because it just means, haha, I can shoot whilst I'm talking and drinking. By the way, the reason for the slurping is for the tasting. Yeah, there's a bit of body, but there's not stacks of it. So certainly got a little bit of body on there. I would say, body-wise, if I was going to score that out of 5, I'd probably give that a 2. I wouldn't even give it a half. I wouldn't even give it sort of a 3 on that one. So I'd give that a 2 on there. And then sort of the finish. How does it feel when you've taken it down? Is there an after kick or anything like that? Just let that percolate down. It comes back. What's really interesting with it is it does come back, but it comes back a little bit later, and you feel the aftertaste come through. But because the body is quite weak on it, you don't get much of an after come back afterwards. So it just gives you an idea on that one. So considering I love the coffee and I love coming in here, that's not one of my favourites, without a doubt. Actually, we'll see if we can find out what the blend is on that, because it's quite a weak one, but I'm looking forward to my Brazilian blend. Might have to do a home tasting on that one as a sort of follow-on at a later time. But anyway, cheers. This is Hideaway coffee. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, better than any of the other places that we hit the chains and all the rest of it, and there's loads of them now. And one of the other things I've noticed is there's a couple of ones called a Blank Street Coffee and another one called Black Sheep Coffee, which are now coming into more prominent and becoming more chains, so I certainly won't be tasting those ones. And they started as sort of 1 or 2 little huts and 1 or 2 little places, but they're now coming to their own around central London as well. So they might be worth more trying than your Starbucks, which is not overly that fantastic. But anyway, this has been Hideaway Coffee, just off the Piccadilly Circus. Thanks for joining us. We're back with another coffee tasting very soon. Bye.